What's good, YouTube? For several generations now, Apple's iPad Pro line of products have offered great gestures and great functionality without an actual physical home button. And for many, this is fine, as the gestures are sufficient in order to navigate back to the home screen and between their apps. But some people still need a physical home button, and Apple has provided somewhat of a workaround in order to get around this. In this video, we'll be looking at how to add a home button to the screen on your iPad. This will work for most versions of the iPad, including the iPad Pro, 11 and 12 inch, the iPad mini, and the iPad Air. If you like this kind of content, leave a message down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching. So normally when you want to get to the home screen on the newest versions of iPadOS or on any iPad, you would swipe up from the bottom of the screen. This has been a gesture that Apple had introduced initially on the iPhone X, and it has been somewhat successful in terms of allowing people to get back to the home screen without a physical home button. And the other function of the home button, which was to get to the app switcher screen by holding down on the home button, was accomplished by swiping up and holding. Here you'll be taken to the app card menu, and you can switch between apps also without an actual physical home button. However, if you would like these features in a virtual home button on your iPad screen, you can access it through a native feature on your iPad. To do this, what you want to do is go into your settings tab, go to accessibility, touch, and turn assistive touch on. Once this is on, you'll notice that there's a virtual button which acts as a home button on your iPad. If you hit this button, you'll notice that there's several options that come up, including home. If you hit home, you'll notice that your iPad will go back to the home screen. If you double click on home, you'll notice that the app switcher menu will arise. This essentially takes the two features of those two gestures mentioned earlier in the video, swiping up and holding, and putting them into a virtual home button. You can simplify this even further by changing the menu items in your Assistive Touch menu. To do this, what you want to do is go back into Accessibility, Assistive Touch, and then customize the top level menu. Here you can remove which icons that you have in the Assistive Touch menu. So if you would like the Assistive Touch virtual button to only be your home button, you can do this by removing the other 5 icons. So there you have it, everyone. While the Apple iPads will likely not have a home button for a few generations to come, there is a way to have a virtual home button that will hopefully help people missing a physical button on their iPad. If you like this kind of content, or if you think Apple should bring back the home button on their tablets, leave a message down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and